multiple issues with it.
No way.
That means you're extra.
Kate's Fish Camp.
I think that's the best spot. Alright, honey. Ride me!
Actually, Matt, what I want you to do is turn the trailer completely around back into the site so that the door is on the side where the bench is. Okay.
I want to put the butt of the trailer over there, like on the right side of his truck, so then I can pull out that way, and then I can back the trailer in here. Got it?
Start turning toward the passenger side. Come on back. A little bit more, and then you can straighten the trailer out. Stop. Make the trailer go more toward the driver's side. Go slow. You're very close to his truck here. We're talking 2 feet. Keep coming back. Keep going. Stop. How's that? Is that enough room for you? So we're on day 5, and already we needed this extension cord because the power is on the wrong side of the rig, but what we thought was an extension cord didn't actually connect with our main cord.
But wasn't that 50 to 30 thing?
So we had to improvise.
What in the crocodile alley? Emily booked a RV spot. Nice campground.
How cute is Gainesville? Okay, here we are on our first stop after seeing my parents, and I thought it was a much larger RV park, but we are one of 4 campers. So far so good, except for the truck is having some issues. I don't know the extent of those issues right now, but we are going to see the lake. Don't fall in, the gators will get you.
We are low in power steering fluid, engine oil, transmission fluid, and coolant. And the coolant is leaking. I just got an oil change and had the mechanic check the fluids before we left. So I gotta go to Pep Boys or something around here to get all that fluid. And we also have a leak from the thermostat housing where this upper radiator hose goes into the top of the engine. And that's what's leaking and wetting the engine and dripping underneath. This is how much dripped out last night. So it's supposed to be at this cold line right here, the cold full, and now it's down here. Maybe this is the reason why every RV you see being towed is being towed by new trucks, not 20-year-old trucks. So you want to go on a hike? The mechanic that the campground recommended is 5 miles away, 5 miles of highway, and yeah, I guess I could call an Uber.
So we decided to go and at least check out the shop and see what the deal was, like the wait time and if there was some place nearby that we can maybe walk to while we waited. But then when we got there, I'm not sure if you could tell from this tiny clip of footage, but the shop was outside, the lot was full of cars, there was barely any room to pull in, and there wasn't really like a place to wait nearby. And then some lady yelled at me for looking out the window. I won't repeat what she said, but we had to get out of there.
2 white BMWs, an Audi, looks clean, small shop.
On to mechanic number 2.
Import only.
And then mechanic number 3. Because it's late on a Friday, all the parts places are like closed or closing, and then also it's Easter weekend this weekend. And so I guess we have to go get the fluids and do it ourselves.
So we'd have no car because we have to leave it that whole time, and we would have to get a 45-minute Uber back from here. We're just gonna go to Advanced Auto Parts, get some fluids, some stop leak.
$45 of fluids. And we're gonna go home and see if we can make this work.
Maybe just $45 will hold us off until we get to like Jacksonville or something.
You handle it pretty well. I'll give you that.
You know what?
Like, I think a lot of people would be like, losing their mind at this point.
So I just went outside to check the transmission fluid in the Hemi. Remember we said we'll let it cool down, then check it? So I go out, I pull the stick, and I was checking it, and then a guy who's like in an RV next to us, he was like, is that the transmission fluid? I was like, yeah. He's like, start the truck first. And I was like, I was like, oh, there's a cold line here too. He's like, yeah, you still got to start the truck. And then I was like, oh yeah, I think my dad told me that this morning. And then he was like, yeah, just go start it, I'll put it neutral. And then he walked over. He was like, I built automatic transmissions for the past 60 years. I just retired in August. So he went under the truck. He said the transmission in this truck is a good transmission. And then he checked the fluid for me after I started it. He said it smells and looks good. He said what I was explaining to him doesn't sound like the transmission. He thinks it's the rear differential. And then I looked it up online before, and I saw other guys talking about that whine could be the rear differential.
All right. Well, he's been doing it for 30-something.
If you listen closely, you can hear the rear end whining a little bit. How's it going, Matt?
Why? A lot of permutations going on.
We might be getting a new truck.
We might be getting a new truck. A little less rusty than the Hemi.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we decided to come to the dealership to test drive both the gas and the diesel 2500s, Ram 2500s. And by we, I mean Matt. He'll just go and test drive them before we drive to either Texas or North Carolina, depending on which we want.
I've been wanting to do this for like, I don't even know how long, 10 years or something.
What, test drive the both of them?
No, just upgrade the truck. So, we're not getting a diesel.
No?
The 6.4 Hemi is a little beast.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, like, oh my God, this thing is fast. The diesel's just, I think, unnecessary. It's crazy though. Like, I could see why people love it. Like, coming down this block, just hitting it a little bit, it jumps out of the way. Like, it flies like a car. None of this, like, slowing. On both trucks, diesel's a little different. Like, the diesel, like, picks up speed, like, a little after, but it just, like, smoothly pulls, like, it's like you could tell there's an impressive engine in it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not like anything you've ever driven. It has a turbocharger and has an insane amount of torque. So it's like as you hit the gas, it just like keeps pulling. And I think what guys love is it does that even when you're towing. So I think I could have had a 10,000 pound trailer behind me and hit the gas, and the truck still just like takes off. But us towing 6,500 pounds, I don't think we have a need for the diesel. Yeah, and we looked at a lot of trucks last night, right?
Mm-hmm.
For this still to be the one that we came out with. The truck that we finally decided on was a 2018 Ram 2500 with the 6.4 Hemi, the Laramie package, and it was black. We were looking for a pretty specific truck, so this was pretty much exactly what we wanted. And it was certified pre-owned, so we had that warranty. And they also said they were going to hold it for us, so we put a deposit on it, and we had like 5 days to get to Indianapolis. Going to Indianapolis.
And then what I'll do is I'll actually, so you asked, make sure that it's here. I'll actually put a sold ticket on it, and
Okay.
I'll take it to the back so it's not even on the lot.
Perfect.
Well, what was that?
What? That's a gator. I don't know, this was here.
Yeah, I told you.
Oh, look at this. I would have taken the fluid all up and down this 3-4 times. Mia, stop pulling. Come on. There's about to be gator soup in there.
Wow, look at this.
Wow.
Wait, let's read the sign. For much of the past 12,000 years, the area to the north of this bridge was a hub of human activity, and Prairie Creek was the lifeblood of Payne's Prairie. People from every major cultural period have lived. They've found canoes between 500 and 5,000 years old in the bottom of Newman's Lake. Can't believe we've been in our little hut all day.
Gotta find a truck. See what happens? the truck, you get to explore. Good girl. Come on, Woody. Go get your toy. Good girl. Yes. We're just going for a little jog. The truck breaks down and there's issues, but then you realize that your campground is attached to some state trail system, and you walk out your door and this is where you get to do your morning walks. Pretty cool. Come on, man. Got a few more miles to do. Come on. Let's go. Put some pep in your step. Good girl. Look at that booty. Go. Good little gal. All right, see you guys home.
All right, we're headed out of Gainesville. It is Sunday. We have 2 stops planned, and then we'll be in Indianapolis on Tuesday to buy the new truck on Wednesday. That is if the Hemi makes it there. Hi! Is it okay? Yeah, hi! Oh, now you get to be on YouTube. So good. Bye, nice to meet you, Jeff. Oh. Good thing we got that 3-inch lift.
Definitely. That was really close to bottoming out. Without that 3-inch lift, we'd have bottomed out.